And I would just invite you as we go to Scripture to really open your hearts to what Father is saying. I want to go to John chapter 1, verses 19 through 13. It says, "The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him." They didn't know him. And he came to his own, and his own people rejected him. They didn't receive him. But to all who did receive him, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of the blood or the will of the flesh or the will of man, but of God. Last week, Doris shared with us, spoke to us about living from the heart, and used David as a great example of that position of living from the heart. I want to go into that same subject. We're going to talk about heart this week. We're also talking about heart next week, so that's super cool. It's like a series or something. But I want to talk about a phrase that might be familiar to some of you and maybe not to others, but it's the phrase heart of worship. It's not a biblical quote. I'm pretty sure you can't find it in the Bible, but the Bible itself summarizes the heart of worship really well. I want to ask you guys a question. It's kind of a trick question. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using a handheld today, which is very dangerous. Maybe if I hold it like this. Is that better? Okay. I'll use my youth group voice. Should I do that? No? Okay. All right. Sorry. I don't know. I was just checking. What do you think the most important word in that phrase is? By raise of hand, do you think it's heart? So if you think heart is the most important word in the phrase heart of worship, raise your hand. You guys don't want to be tricked, do you? I hate trick questions. Should I just get to the point? I think the most important, and you may be a little surprised, but I think the most important word in this phrase is the word of. And I want to dive into that. And so I looked where every good Christian looks. He takes his phone and he looks at a dictionary. It doesn't matter which one it is. You just pull up a dictionary and you can start looking at definitions. And that is Theology 101. So I thought I was going to find a pretty short definition of, but actually when you look it up, there's like 10 or 11 ways you can define of. It's like you're looking at one thing and seeing it from a bunch of different perspectives, and each one of those perspectives is true. It's just a different way of describing it. Yet there's this extremely common thread. So I'm going to go through some of these. I'm not going to read the definitions, but I want to read the language that's in these definitions. 1 and 2 and a whole bunch of other ones. Expressing the relationship between. Again, 2, relationship between. 3 is indicating an association between two entities, typically one of belonging. 3, I already did that. 4, relationship between. 5, expressing a relationship between. 6, expressing relationship between. 7, a little different, following a noun, derived from or related to, or the subject of. Number 8, the words used was expressing the object. 9, indicating the relationship between, back to that one, or expressing a cause. We still good on volume? All right. 10, indicating the material or substance constituting something. So in all of these different ways of describing the simple 2-letter word of, they're all tied together in a basic concept of association. I would say almost like a cause and effect. Like if you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice. The juice is of the orange. And it really expresses a core thing that I want to get to tonight, and that is belonging. So the question is, I want to start with, I want you guys just to ask yourself as we go forward, is what are you of? And I'm going to step a little bit later on, I'm going to go boldly into my story, But I want to start first with a little bit of a trigger warning. And I just want to say that if what I ask next makes you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, you don't have to respond. Okay? Good? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to stand if, and you can just do that at your will, if you are an adopted child or you're an adoptive parent. I'm also going to ask you to stand if you are a foster child or if you're a foster parent. And anytime, if you want to stand up, you can stand up. I'm also going to ask you to stand if you are a stepchild, a step parent, or a step sibling. Lastly, if anyone else in this room has family, grandparents, extended family, aunts, uncles, that fit into any of those categories, I want to invite you to stand up. I want to talk about belonging. And belonging can be extremely challenging because you can see it, like the word of, from so many different angles. Okay? My story includes foster care, and I want to get into it. You guys can go ahead and sit down. Thank you for doing that. For me, that was a powerful visual. I hope it was for you too. Let's go. It's such a deep subject. So my mom, when she was 7 years old, her mother died. And she was the youngest of 5 kids. And her dad had just gotten back from World War II. And he dove deep into alcohol and depression. And it didn't take long for the state to come and take my mom and her 2 next oldest brothers out of school and place them into the foster care system. And my mom was in the foster care system until she graduated high school. And her experience was about as bad as you could expect it to be described. She experienced all sorts of abuse and misuse, but she also, of course, had this deep longing for belonging that she never found. The beautiful thing that happened later in her high school years is that she landed in a family that said, yeah, you can go to church. And they got her to church where she met Jesus. And for the first time, she discovered belonging. Fast forward a few years. My parents have 3 kids, and they decide that they want to be foster parents. And in a span of 4 or 5 years, we had 3 children that came into our home. I was between the ages of 3 and 6. I had no idea what this meant. No idea. What I knew was there were kids coming and there were kids leaving. And their experience, unfortunately, was somewhat similar to my mom's, somewhat. They never found belonging. And it's a regret that we have as a family. But there's something else that happened. As a 6-year-old, and the years preceding that, I had a deep struggle. I had no idea what it was. I couldn't have told you what it was. I couldn't have told you I had a struggle. All I would have told you was, and I probably wouldn't have, I wet the bed every night of my life. At 6 years old, my dad moved our family to Tyler, Texas from Minnesota, and it stopped instantly. Instantly. The problem was gone. So in my adult years, I stepped back and I looked at this. I'm like, something was going on. And what I'm telling you tonight is that I had a deep issue in my heart, a need for belonging that wasn't being met. And as I watched kids come and go in the house, I just thought I was going to be the next one to go. And when we moved, that told me I belonged. Now, my story pales in comparison to my mom's and to anyone in this room who has a similar story to my mom's. Okay, but it is my story. And it is very similar. It's just, if not the same story, just from a little bit different angle. The point is, of those 2 stories, I lived in a safe home. It was a happy home. But it wasn't, we did family things. We lived in a house. We ate food together. We played together, whatever. It was good. But there wasn't a sense of belonging that showed these kids that came into our home that they belonged, They literally, to be honest with you, I found out recently, they hate us because of their time in our house. Belonging to the family happens when you are of a family. And you become of a family when you're invited to be in a family and when you choose to be in a family. At 6 years old, it didn't matter that I had blood, that I had the name McGarvey. I didn't think I belonged. Did I belong? Yes, but I had to discover it, and I had to accept it and walk into it. So what I want to do is I want to turn this now finally to the subject of worship, the heart of worship. I have two basic points moving forward. The first one is that God is, our Father is, all in all. The second point is we are of. So the first point, we're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 28. When all things, sorry, I'm not going to give you time or I'll definitely miss my 15-minute mark. When all things are subject to him, then the Son himself will also be subject to him who put all things in subjection under him, that God may be all in all. Can I invite God into the conversation with us right now? Father, I just recognize that you are glorious, that you are all in all. So that means that you don't just do glorious things, you are glory. That's your substance, that's who you are. And when we need healing and you heal, it's not because you're doing a healing, it's because you are healing. When we need the truth, when we need wisdom, and you give it to us through a word, it's not just because we were given a word, it's because you are the word. You are amazing, God. If there's people in the room that need healing, you don't just need an act of healing. You need the Father who is healing. If you need victory and freedom, you don't just need to take a step of victory. You need the Father who is victory. He is the all in all. He's all things to all people. If you need comfort, he is comfort. Whatever we need, he is all in all. These things are part of who Father is. So, a wonder or a miracle, it's not just an act or something that happens. I had to bring this into it because it's one of our themes this year. It's who God is. And we reduce those things. We take him and we kind of refine him down to a moment and to an event. And when we do that, when we look at the thing I need, we're looking at ourselves. And what God wants us to do is to look at him, who is what we need. The second point. You guys tracking with me so far? Second point. We are invited to be the of, even to be the fullness of him. Ephesians 1, 22 through 23. And he put all things under his feet and gave him as head over all things to the church, which is his body, the fullness of him who fills all in all. So if Father is all things, and let's say where I want to go is he's glory. Let's say he's glory. He's not just an act of glory. He's not just a moment of glory. He is all of glory. All of glory can be defined in him. If that's true, and it is, and we're called to be of him, and we're the orange juice, we are the worship. We are the worship. To be the fullness of him who fills all in doesn't mean we do acts of worship. We don't sing songs of worship. We become the worship. Thank you. Glory begets worship. In John 1:13, which is the verse I started with, we see that we are given the right to become offspring of the Father, to be the fullness of Him. We are the worship. Again, it's not something we do. It's not an event that we can sign up for and choose to participate in or not. Dare I say, and we can argue about this later, you're not going to like this one, it's not a lifestyle. We say that all the time. Worship is not a lifestyle, because a lifestyle is something you can choose to be part of, right? Especially today, I can choose to be whatever I want and do whatever I want. Worship exists with or without me. It started before me and it will go on after me. I have to become worship. I want to become worship. Worship that changes because I enter it, and then changes because I leave it, is worship of a false god, maybe myself. But the aroma of God, the aroma of Christ, doesn't change because I entered the room. I have to be washed of my aroma. I have to be cleansed of my aroma and become the aroma of Christ. Worship doesn't confirm me. Worship conforms me into His image. It doesn't confirm me. We want it to confirm us, don't we? Let's be honest. We want to come in and enjoy worship, don't we? And I don't think that's a terrible thing, but that's not the point. It doesn't confirm us, it conforms us. Worshiping Father out of love and offer Him as my Father. I want Him, and I want to please Him. I want to go through one more passage where I believe we're being told the same thing by the Apostle Paul. He's with the Greeks. They don't have context for this belief system, and he's walking around their temple or whatever, looking at their forms of worship, and he's like, what's going on here? And he says this, Men of Athens, I perceive, he was very astute, I perceive that in every way you are very religious. For as I pass along and observe the objects of worship, I found also an altar with this inscription: To the unknown God. This isn't in my notes, but I feel like sometimes, even in our own churches, we walk in and there might be a moment, there might be something established in a religious system that would say, if it had words, it would say, to an unknown God. We do this, but we don't know the God that we're doing it for. So this says, to an unknown God, what therefore you worship as unknown, this I proclaim to you. The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is he served by human hands. I just think of the worship process when I read that, as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. Just in case we left something out. He gave us everything. And he made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling place. Please hear this next part. God did this so that they should seek God and perhaps, just picture this, feel their way and find Him. He set these boundaries and times and places to put us in the position of searching for Him, to feeling for Him. Yet He is actually not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and have our being. Or to the point tonight, our ofing. As even some of your own poets have said, so even the Greeks got it, for we are indeed his offspring. So worship is me making my way to him and taking on his aroma, becoming the aroma of Christ, letting myself be cleansed of my own aroma. And like my mom, we need to want to feel our way to belonging to Father. We look for the Father, and we will be of, and we will have belonging, and we will become worship. Father is the glory, daughters and sons are the worship. This is the heart of worship. Two last things, real quick. As you go into your table time, looking at the questions, I really want to encourage you to be honest with each other in the process. Sometimes this is hard, especially with some of the stuff I talked about tonight. But check. Am I attracted to worship, or am I drawn to the heart of Father, to the heart of worship? And just lastly, if anything I did say regarding foster care and adoptive care was troubling to you, can I just ask you to reach out to us as a staff? We have people trained and very experienced with adoption and foster care. And we would love to talk with you and just handle any of that stuff you have. So, Father, I just thank you for your word. We cherish the food that you are, the nourishment, the feast that you are, and that we have the opportunity promised to us to become sons and daughters of you, the living God. Would you convince us tonight as we open our hearts to hear from you? In Jesus' name, amen.